Hi everyone, I'm Brianna. My family operates a seafood processing factory in Vietnam. Today, let's skip the complicated market reports and industrial theories. Instead, I want to share a very practical detail that heavily impacts a restaurant's food cost: the specification of a breaded torpedo shrimp. In this business, when you receive two different quotes for the exact same specification, say a 25-gram torpedo shrimp, and one supplier is slightly cheaper, it's completely natural to go with the lower price. On paper, they look identical. 25 grams is 25 grams, right? But look, the reality in the kitchen tells a different story. There are shipments where after frying, the shrimp shrinks significantly and the breading feels way too thick. On the other hand, with a reliable batch, the balance between shrimp and breading stays perfect, and the customer actually tastes the seafood. This difference comes down to one technical aspect: the breading ratio. To be fair, when a batch has an inconsistent breading ratio, it's not always the case of intentional cheating. In factory operation, it's usually just a lack of synchronization between the sales team and the documentation team and the workers on the production floor. I mean, a standard 25-gram torpedo shrimp consists of two parts: the weight of the shredded raw shrimp and the weight of the bread crumbs. A proper ratio is usually 50-50 or 60-40. That means you need at least 12.5 to 15 grams of actual shrimp meat. But when raw material prices fluctuate, or when a contract is negotiated too close to the coastline, cost pressure builds up. If a factory lacks a solid cross-tracking system, the production line automatically adjusts. They might drop the raw shrimp size down to 9 or 10 grams and increase the breading to 15 grams. That way, when it hits the scale, it still shows exactly 25 grams as contracted. The paperwork is clear, the scale is correct, but for the restaurant chain, this changes your actual food cost. When the chef drops that shrimp into the fryer at 180 Celsius degree, the thick breading absorbs more oil and the small shrimp inside loses its moisture and shrinks. Your customers will notice immediately because they are paying for seafood, not fried flour. So, when a quality issue happens, we often tend to focus on external factors like market shifts or price competition, things we cannot really change. But experienced supply chain managers know that while outcomes are sometimes unpredictable, the inputs are within our control. To prevent this issue, a proper specification sheet shouldn't just say 25-gram shrimp. It needs to clearly state the exact weight of the raw shrimp before quoting, the shred length in millimeters, and the maximum allowed breading percentage. More importantly, the quality control team on the floor must operate independently from the sales department to perform regular cost checks. When you control the inputs tightly, 25 grams will always mean 25 grams. Working at my family's factory, I always believe that paperwork is just the first step. Real quality is proven where it matters most, in the chef's frying pan. We cannot control the market fluctuation, but we choose to control our stretching process and maintain a transparent breading ratio to protect your brand's reputation. If you are looking for a supplier that values consistency in specifications, it's quite simple. I'm Brianna from our factory in Vietnam. Just let me know, and I will arrange to send the actual sample straight to your R&D team for testing, or whenever you are available. You are welcome to visit our facility here in Vietnam to see the process yourself. It's your call. Thank you for listening, and I will see you next time.